Although the Patriots offense only put up 13 points on Sunday afternoon against the Dallas Cowboys, we might be feeling a little bit better about this offense. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar and Alex Barth. We have to start with the obvious. N'Keal Harry, his first career touchdown. It was a beauty.
Yeah, he said he was in robot mode. Once the ball was in the air, he said that the instincts just kind of took over, and he's ran that play through his head and done it so many times at practice that he honestly wasn't thinking that the body just took over and it went from there. I think the biggest thing about today with N'Keal Harry, it was great to see Tom Brady trust him a little bit and just throw that ball. Right? I don't know if Tom Brady throws that ball last week. I don't know if he throws that ball 6 weeks ago, but now he sees that single coverage. He knows N'Keal is a box out guy, a guy that can go win jump balls, and he throws it up to him, and that's exactly, we've been talking about it for 2 weeks. That's exactly what we wanted to see out of N'Keal Harry. Nobody's asking him to go put up 150 yards a game. We're simply asking for him to make big plays in key spots, and that was one of them.
And they actually threw it to him again, too, later in the game. It was broken up, but that's not a pass. Even if it's perfectly thrown, you're going to complete every time. But no, he's in the circle of trust. Yeah. We saw that today. He's in there.
And obviously the much anticipated return of Isaiah Wynn to the offensive line, it showed to be beneficial right away. Sony Michel, obviously his best game of the season, I think by a landslide. Started off the game, 4 straight carries for Sony Michel. He looked to it proved to be so important for him to have Isaiah Wynn back in the lineup. How did you feel that he performed in his first game back?
Yeah, the Georgia boys, right? You get both Georgia boys back and good things happen. That last run that kind of clinched the game for the Patriots, although Tom Brady's throw out of the end zone didn't exactly kill the clock like they wanted it to, but the essential game clincher, right, was Isaiah Wynn leading the way on some wide zone for Sony Michel, a play that they ran a ton last year that they haven't really been able to get going this year because they can't go left behind Marshall Newhouse. Now you have Isaiah Wynn there, makes a great seal block on the edge and is able to spring Michel for the first down to kind of kill the rest of the clock out in that game. Although some of us, like me, were having Miami Miracle flashbacks when that second didn't come off the clock. But the one thing I do want to talk about other than Wynn, the drops out here today were pretty brutal. Yeah. You got to talk about it. Both teams, I think there might have been a combined 15, 20 drops in this game. And on one hand, you want to say that's not good football, right? But on the other hand, they played this game in an absolute monsoon.
Yeah. It was the weather.
And Tom Brady's ball placement today was significantly better than what it was in Philadelphia. He played, I thought, a pretty sound football game here today. If he's going to play like that, and they're getting Mohamed Sanu and Philip Dorsett back, and Isaiah Wynn's going to block like that on the blind side, then this team is cooking with some things on offense once we get into some better conditions, and the ball isn't slipping through everybody's hands, not just the Patriots players.
And I will say the biggest beneficiary of that ball placement to me was another rookie, Jakobi Meyers.
Yeah.
He kind of stole the show from N'Keal Harry, and he did have a couple of drops. One of them, it's hard to fault him for, just a perfect hit by Jeff Heath to separate the ball and the pass downfield. But if they can get him going in that role that we saw him in today, that third down, intermediate, kind of taking some of the attention away from Edelman role, that's going to be a big development too. All of these, I'll use the word again, developments we've been waiting on and talking about for weeks and weeks. Isaiah Wynn,
back to
N'Keal
training
Harry,
camp, right?
Jakobi Meyers, right. They all started to develop today. The developments are developing. And as Ivan Fears said this week, and it's kind of a cocky attitude, but the Patriots have the luxury of having it. The mindset right now, they know they're not perfect, but they just want to get it set for the playoffs. If they can figure it out in these next, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, they feel like they'll be in a good spot. And today, to me, against a good defense, was a huge step forward in figuring that all out. Developing, word of the day.
They only scored 13 points.
Yeah.
Right? I think we're giving a lot of credit. We're saying a lot of good things, and it's warranted. But I think at the end of the day, the one thing was for large stretches of this game, especially in the passing game, it was a lot of attention on Edelman and who else was going to get open against man coverage. There was a lot of instances today where that Dallas defense really locked down the Patriots receivers other than Julian Edelman, and Tom Brady really didn't have anywhere else to go with the ball. James White a few times couldn't get separation on third down. There are certainly a lot of instances of that. So I don't think all the problems are fixed just yet, but as Alex is kind of saying, the seeds are growing, right? The seeds are planted, and we're going to get some water on those seeds.
The last couple of weeks, the offense has been in a fog, and you really just couldn't see where they were going. The picture wasn't there. It's still foggy, but you can now sort of see through the fog. The end point, it's starting to come, starting to get clear.
This Patriots Press Pass is brought to you by ExpressVPN. If you want to watch every football game live for a fraction of the cost of DirecTV or NFL Sunday Ticket, go to expressvpn.com/beat to get 3 months for free. That is expressvpn.com/beat for 3 months free on a 1-year plan. For all of our Patriots content, head to our website at clnsmedia.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.